Hello friends, it's Reva Brown again, and this is lesson 4 of Hebrew calligraphy. And today we're going to look at some Resh-based letters. So we'll look at the bays first, the bait. Make a bait by beginning with a resh and ending with a horizontal stroke that crosses over the base of the first stroke and overlaps the vertical part of the resh, leaving an overlap here and a square here. This doesn't have to be square, but this does have to overlap. And that is the bait. Now today I'm using a 3/8 inch Coit pen. It's a folded brass pen. I don't know if you can see the side of that pen, how it's folded, and it has like a little reservoir on the inside. And 3/8 inch times 4 is 12/8 inch, which comes to 1.5 inches when you reduce the fraction. And here are 4 pen widths at 3/8 of an inch, and that adds up to 1.5 inches, which is what I already measured and lined off. Now here's another Resh-based letter. This is the tough. We're going to bring this stroke all the way down to the bottom of the baseline, and I had a little bit of a ragged line there. And then the tough, the second stroke, you place it within the horizontal part of the first stroke. Now, if you overlap the beginning of that and then begin this straight line down, and you end a pen width from the base and pull this from left to right, you can see that that would have been a nun that you have overlapped onto the resh. Can you see that that's a nun? So the resh and the nun overlap together, make a tough. Now here is a kuf. Begin by making a resh that ends 1 pen width above the baseline. And we're going to use this base from the nun and put a short horizontal bar here that joins up point to point with the end of the short resh. And then we're going to put what I think of as a petite nun sofit, a horizontal bar within the negative space here. Turn a right angle, pull this down for a length of 4 pen widths, and you have a kuf. Next is the pey. I'm going to slide that up. Begin with a resh. End short. So this actually becomes a kuf. A chaf. And then in the middle of that, we're going to put another horizontal bit that bisects what you already have with the chaf and attach it. But the way I make it is not in that order. It is this, and then slide, and then pull. And there is a Sofit version of the Pey Sofit, again, is the way a letter is shaped when you see it at the end of a word. So we're going to make a Chaf Sofit, which is a resh with an extended vertical. And then we're going to make the same stroke in the inside of the Pey, right there. Now I want to show you a Lamed, and I think we're pretty much going to be done after that. So the Lamed has a Chaf right here. But you don't begin there. You begin in the ascender area with basically a Nun Sofit. So here's the ascender space. Pull to the right, pull down, the shape of a Vav or a Nun Sofit. And now you're going to add the Chaf in the X height. And now you have a Lamed. And one more thing I wanted to show you is what happens when you use a different angle other than 72. When you put your pen down at a 90-degree angle, your letter looks like this. And when you put it down at an 80-degree angle, your letter looks like that. And when you put it down at a 72-degree angle, it looks like that. So that splits the weight to my eye very nicely. And on and on. Now, the more you come over here and tilt your angle, the more the weight distributes it differently. So I'm going to just exaggerate this, and you can see that by the time you're at maybe 40-degree angle, it doesn't even look as much like Hebrew anymore. It's one of the defining characteristics of the Hebrew letters is the weight at the top and the relatively finer stroke on the side. All right, well, that's it for today. And I'd like to invite you to stop at my website, Shameless Commerce, and take a look at all the interesting things I have to offer there, and to sign up for my newsletter, which is on the homepage of the website. Okay, see you next time for Lesson 5. Bye-bye.